Today we're diving into a feeling most of us have experienced: loneliness. So let's talk about the 7 practical steps that you can take to feel more connected and supported right now. Number 1 is to reach out with purpose. Start by choosing just one person, maybe a friend or family member or even an old acquaintance. Think about someone who brings good memories. Reaching out can feel intimidating, so keep it simple. Even just a short text message can be a powerful step towards breaking isolation. For example, you could just send a message like, "Hey, I was just thinking about you, want to check in, how have you been?" Or share a small update about your life to open up the conversation. A voice note or quick phone call can even make it more personal and meaningful. This doesn't have to be a deep, hour-long conversation. Just letting someone know that you're thinking about them is often enough to rekindle a sense of connection. Remember, the goal isn't necessarily to have a long chat. It's about creating a moment of connection. Chances are the other person may be feeling lonely too, and your message can make a big difference for both of you. And if they don't respond right away, that's okay. You've already taken the step to reach out, which itself helps combat loneliness by opening you up to connection. Number 2, engage in a shared activity. Now, I know this is the one that we hear the most, but it's true. One of the best ways to feel more connected is to join a class, hobby group, or even online community focused on something that you genuinely enjoy or want to learn more about. Think about an interest that you have, whether maybe it's cooking, photography, creative writing, gaming, or fitness, and find a group that brings people together around it. Like Sean found a local group here in Austin all about mushrooms. He loves mushrooms, very interested. And we even stopped by someone's house, probably a year ago maybe now, to pick up a brick, they call them bricks, that grew lion's mane mushrooms. He was so excited. It was so cool. And these spaces are naturally set up to foster connection because you're already starting with a shared passion or goal. This common ground makes it much easier for friendships to develop organically as conversations flow from your shared experiences and interests. If there aren't any in-person groups available nearby, or maybe you prefer a virtual setting, online communities can be just as engaging and meaningful. Platforms like Meetup or Facebook groups, Discord, or even Reddit have communities for almost every interest, allowing you to connect with people from all over the world. By regularly participating in these groups, you'll start to feel like a valued part of something bigger, which can help ease loneliness and create lasting connections. Often, friendships form naturally over time as you see familiar faces and exchange ideas, making you feel like you truly belong. Number 3, be kind to strangers. Now, this one works for me. Practicing small acts of kindness towards strangers can make a surprisingly big difference in easing loneliness. These gestures, like offering a warm smile or saying a quick good morning or hello to a passerby, maybe holding the door open for someone, or giving a simple compliment. It may seem small, but they create these brief, meaningful connections. These interactions help break down invisible barriers and remind us of the shared human experience. For example, take a moment to acknowledge the cashier as you check out, thanking them for their help, or even making small talk. It can create a positive interaction that truly lifts both your spirits. You can try asking a neighbor how they're doing or helping someone who's struggling with heavy bags. These actions don't require long conversations or big commitments, but bring a sense of belonging that really goes both ways, often leaving the other person feeling just as positive as you do. Research even shows that kindness and connection with others release those feel-good chemicals, things like oxytocin, which promote well-being and bonding. By regularly practicing these small acts, you create moments of warmth and friendliness in your day that gradually increase feelings of connection, which in turn reduces loneliness. Over time, these small actions can grow into familiar faces, brief conversations, or even friendships, helping you feel more connected to your community and the people around you. Number 4, engage in what is known as parallel play. Sometimes just being around other people, even if you're not directly interacting with them, can be incredibly comforting and help reduce feelings of loneliness. This practice is often called parallel play, and it involves doing your own thing in the presence of others, which helps create a feeling of being connected without any pressure to engage. Places like coffee shops, libraries, parks, or co-working spaces are perfect for this. You might bring a book to read, you can work on your laptop, or even just people watch while enjoying a cup of coffee. Parallel play I find is especially helpful if you're feeling socially drained, or if you struggle with anxiety, or you're just not up for conversations. It offers you the companionship of others in a low-pressure way. This gentle exposure to social energy can ease feelings of isolation and foster a sense of community, all while allowing you to recharge on your own terms. Number 5, try a micro connection. Brief, positive interactions with the people around us can have a surprisingly uplifting effect on our mood. Simple gestures like greeting a neighbor, chatting with a barista, or striking up a light conversation with a fellow commuter may seem trivial, but they can play a significant role in fostering a sense of connection. Studies have shown that these micro connections help build a sense of community, reminding us that we're all linked in small but meaningful ways. When you're feeling low, the idea of reaching out to others, it might seem intimidating, but these little connections can make a big difference in reducing feelings of isolation and loneliness. These micro interactions act as tiny threads weaving us into the larger fabric of our community. If the thought of initiating contact feels overwhelming, begin with something as simple as a smile or just a friendly greeting to someone nearby, like good morning or hello. Something else that helps is just to think about a time when a brief interaction made a difference in your day. Like just the other day, Sean and I were coming back from Houston after filming a collaboration, and we stopped off at Jersey Mike's. I needed a sandwich. And the woman behind the counter was so friendly, and she was telling me, because I said, "Oh, how's your day going?" And she said, "Actually, it's been really good." And she was telling me about it. And that small, maybe 2-3 minute interaction really brightened my day, even though it had honestly nothing to do with me. I was just excited that she was having a good day. I got to hear about it, and just the kind of the energy she emitted telling me about why it was such a good day, it rubbed off on me. So think about that. Think about when someone made a difference in your day, and consider how you could do that for someone else. Because these moments may seem fleeting, but they contribute to our overall sense of belonging and community. Number 6, connect with nature or animals. Spending time in nature can be a powerful antidote to loneliness, helping us feel more connected to the world as a whole. Nature offers a kind of companionship that isn't demanding, but is still deeply fulfilling. Simply walking in a park, hiking a local trail, or spending time by a lake or beach allows you to experience the beauty and rhythm of the natural world. These surroundings can ground you in the present, promote a sense of peace, and remind you that you're part of something larger. Even caring for a plant at home can help create a small but meaningful connection as you tend to its growth and observe its changes, or if you're like me, you watch it die. Ooh. But interacting with animals, moving on to that, can provide a similar sense of companionship and comfort. Pets, whether a dog, cat, or even a fish, can offer an unconditional presence with a sense of purpose. Pet ownership can reduce stress and create daily routine, adding structure to your day. Animals have an incredible ability to sense and respond to our emotions, often providing support and comfort in ways that words alone just can't do. Number 7, volunteer for a cause you care about. Helping others can provide a profound sense of purpose and connection that's often transformative. When you volunteer your time and skills, you're not just giving back, you're also opening yourself up to new experiences and relationships. Engaging in volunteer work allows you to meet people who share similar values and interests, creating a community built around a common goal. Whether you choose to volunteer at a local food bank, animal shelter, community center, or environmental organization, the act of serving others can shift our focus from our own feelings of loneliness to the impact that we're able to have on those around us. Working alongside others who are equally committed to a cause can lead to strong bonds and friendships that are grounded in shared experiences and values. By engaging in activities that align with your passions, you'll not only contribute positively to the community as a whole, but also create a network of connections that can help combat feelings of isolation. Remember that many people around you are also navigating their own feelings of loneliness and are often more open to connection than you might realize. Together, we can create a world filled with understanding, compassion, and most importantly, connection. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next time.